So if you do the things I'm going to share with you in this video, it could be the reason why you're hitting a lot of ground balls. And if you fix the 3 things I'm going to talk about in this video, you'll hit more line drives, you'll be more consistent, you'll hit for more power, and you'll just take your game to another level. So the first thing we're going to talk about is when you start striding, everything starts from the ground up. So when you start striding, if you're diving forward to the plate, it's going to cause you at times to be disconnected with your swing because you're fighting your body to get the barrel to the ball. And you can see it right here. Look where he's at. And then look where he's striding. He ends up way close to the plate. And this causes him to start getting disconnected and around the baseball. And as he starts swinging, look how he's fighting his body to get his hands out front, causing them to hit ground balls. So that'd be the first place I start with the ground up, because the lower half is the most important part of the swing. If your lower half is not in the right place, it can drastically affect your overall swing. So we want to pay attention to our lower half and make sure we're getting and striding in the right direction. Now, I believe you should stride even or maybe even slightly open. Now, I'm not telling you to step in the bucket. I'm telling you just slightly open. So this will allow you to let your hands clear your body so you can hit it out front and do damage. But first, for a limited time, I'm giving away a free swing analysis. So if you're interested in taking your game to the next level, comment below what you're struggling with, and then click the link below and it'll take you to another page where you'll answer a few questions. And if I get back to you, then you won your free swing analysis. In this analysis, I'll tell you exactly what you need to do to take your game to the next level. If this is something you're interested, tell me what you're struggling with below and click the link and let's get started. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is getting into that launch position. As you'll see right here, he starts getting into that launch position and the knob of the bat starts pointing to the umpire or even away from the umpire because his hands are firing already, and this forces him to start arm barring and going around the baseball. Okay, you can see it a lot more with this swing over here. Look when this front foot hits the ground and look where his hands are. The bat's already falling back and his elbow and his hands are already coming around the baseball. He's disconnected. Okay, and look how the path of the ball, look how it's coming around the ball. So it's very crucial that you have the knob of the bat pointing to the catcher with the barrel of the bat halfway between your head, and this will allow you to create a compact and short swing that allow you to work inside the baseball. And this is not something I'm just creating. This has been done for, the whole time baseball has been going on. You see it over and over and over. Now, there are exceptions to everything, but for the most part, we have to play by the rules. And if you do this, it's going to force you or allow you to stay inside the baseball more consistently. I'll show you an example. If we look at Mookie Betts, right when that front foot starts hitting the ground, look where the knob is. It's pointing to the catcher with the barrel above the head halfway in between his head. And then this allows him to start working inside his body, meaning look at his shoulders are still square towards the pitcher, and he starts getting compact and connected with this lower half, and he's fighting his body to stay inside the baseball or his body. That's what I like to say. And then this allows him to get that barrel on plane with it and drive this baseball as a line drive. And if he hits it right here where it's a little bit in front of his front foot, boom, that's a home run. Okay, so it's very important that you get yourself in that position. And if you're not getting yourself into that position, it's going to be very hard for you to stay inside the baseball. Look where this box is, and I call it the left arm box. You want to have yourself in this left arm box right here so that you can start throwing the knob inside the baseball. If this box starts going up, and it's already pointed towards us, the camera, you're already going to start coming around the baseball, and you're going to decrease your power and your ability to hit line drives. Okay, so we want to have this lower hand, the bottom hand, we want to have this down, okay, so that we can throw this elbow and stay inside of our body. Okay, look at that elbow, look at the path of the ball, look at the path of the bat and how it gets to that ball. If there was a line on the ground, this elbow would have followed that line. And if we look right here, see, and now if we go back, look where that elbow is. It's pointing towards us. And now he's already around the baseball. And that's when you're going to get ground ball. So think about that box when you start loading and you start getting into this position where this knob will start pointing to the catcher. And then you think about that box and that arm, because already look at how that elbow starts pointing out. And now you're going to come around the baseball. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the extension. Okay, if we look at the extension, you see how it gets to the ball and then rolls that wrist over. Okay, when it comes to the extension, one of the things that I love saying and I believe wholeheartedly in, you should be able to see the logo on your bottom hand until the bat passes your chest or above your chest. Okay, so if we look right here, we see the logo right here, and then we start seeing him swing. Now we're already stopped, we're not even seeing the logo, and that's just because we're in a bad angle where we're at. But you'll see right here, you still see the logo, and then you stop seeing the logo, start rolling it over, and now you don't see that logo anymore. Now, if we look at Mookie, you see that logo, Jordan Man logo. Should be able to see it for a long time. Okay, we still see it. We see it on contact. We still see it. Now you just barely stop seeing it now. You stop seeing it right now. This is above the chest or around the chest area, not down here, chest or above the chest. And this allows him to get that full extension through the baseball. So that's a key for you when it comes to extension. Think about your bottom hand and being able to see it. You should be able to see that logo for a very long time, and it shouldn't be coming turned over too soon. Okay, now you can't get to the extension if you don't fix the other issues first. You start with the ground and make sure your lower half is in a great place. Then you start working on your launch position and seeing if you're in a great position when it comes to the launch position, because if you're not, you're going to struggle with your swing. And then lastly, you work on your extension. And if you do those things, you will start hitting line drives, you will be more consistent, you will be a dangerous hitter at that point right there. Now, there are more things when it comes to hitting, the hitting approach, the mental game, all that. You know, there's a lot of things inside the batter's box that you have to be doing to get high-level results. But if you do these things, it will take your game to another level. So with that said, I want to thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button for me. And if you want a free swing analysis for a limited time, comment below what you're struggling with, and go down to the link, click it, sign up. And if I reach back out to you, then you're a winner, and I'm going to break your swing down, tell you what you need to do, take your game to the next level this season. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you, and let me know if you guys are enjoying this series. Bye.